Yeah. You're now listening to the sounds of WBLK. We're coming to you live, direct. The radio station that gives you more. This segment of our show is called Testimony, so we have John Anthony Blackburn here today, and he's going to give you his testimony, and may it be a blessing to you. How y'all doing, everybody? Yeah, my name is John Anthony Blackburn. John Anthony, aka Black on the Street, to all my friends. And this musical journey has been such a ride. You know, it started off with me and my brother. We was just talking about it, man. We was like, look, man, let's do this thing. He was like, look, I believe in you, you believe in you, I think we can do this, so let's do it, you know. It was an R&B journey in the beginning, you know. Glory be to God. Well, you know, it all started, man, when my oldest son's mother's first boyfriend before me was Mario Williams. This guy, he was a producer. You know, he was crazy hot, man, on the keys, man. This cat, man, he could do it. When I first heard him, I said, man, look, let's do it, man. We'd hooked up down the line, you know, watched, wasn't no beef or anything. Did this song called I Think I Want You, you know, and we're like, he was like, I think I want you, I think I need you, just to have you for myself. Man, it was hot, man. We laid it down, man, you know, and then one thing led to another, man. The spark started to grow, man, and ended up working with this guy named Tyrese, man, and he was a big producer, man, in Dayton, Ohio, working with all kinds of people, trying to get in with Destiny Child, working with Myron, man. He was moving, man. And Maya, I remember Maya used to call him on the phone, like, hey, like, man, this cat's huge, man. So we did this cut, man. You know, he produced this cut for me called In Those Eyes. It was like, man, it was like, lately I'm not feeling you like I have. All my boys keep telling me. It's crazy, man. I ain't never heard myself sound like that, man. I was like, hey, man, this is happening, man. Boom, I'm on my way, you know. And he was like, man, look, I'm gonna sign you. I'm gonna get this deal. I'm gonna sign you. We on our way. And I'm like, cool. Next thing you know, I didn't hear nothing from this cat. And I'm like, man, I hear nothing from this dude, man. What's going on? Come to find out, man, he had got robbed. So when he got robbed, he cut everybody loose on his little label, man. He had everybody fired, you know, didn't know who did it. So, you know, you can't blame the cat, you know, let everybody go. But, you know, I still had the demo, you know, so then I'm like, look, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna take this demo and I'm gonna make it roll, you know. So I hooked up, man, with this other cat, man. We was doing this little show, right, for the Tousons, you know, at the Aquarius party. Mad shouts out to John Tucson, man, I love you. It's a father figure to me, man. He gave us this opportunity to sing, so we was doing that. And this one producer walked up to me, he's like, look, man, I like you, man. I don't want nobody else, but I want you. He said, look, we can do it my way. You don't have to pay, or we can do it your way, and you can pay. And I'm like, all right, man, cool, let's do it. So we did a couple cuts, man, and you know, the demo was growing. You know, I was like, man, I almost got an album. This is crazy. So I went over, hooked up with my man Sean Don, big Sean Don, BSD, man. Shouts out, man. He was like, look, man, because he be talking fast. He like, look, man, look, kid, you got what it takes, man. We gonna do this, man. You know, he had been dropping albums. He was in the in John Legend camp. You know, I'm like, man, this cat, I'm gonna make it. Take my project, we gonna roll with it. Cool. I mean, literally starving artist, man. I took all my bill money and paid this cat, man. If my wife had known that, man, she would have went off. But that's what I did. Did a couple cuts. Did this cut called Emotions. It was the only one we kept. It was in the studio, man, like a month straight, man. Come out with one cut, and I was like, man, it's crazy. So then, from there, I was like, okay, excuse me. I got all this stuff. I'm gonna do it. I started taking these trips around the world. Me, Kevin Jeffries, and Troy Jones trying to shop my demo around. Like, I'm gonna get signed, man. It was crazy, man. We was going places. It was crazy. Chicago was the wildest. Couldn't get on. So then there was this Springfield Got Talent thing came up. But at the same time, man, I was going through the storm. See, at that time, I was being drawled. You know, I remember the first incident, man, was I was arguing with my wife. You know, she was like, you better not wreck my car. You know, I was on my way to work, man, because I work for this company called Honda of America. Riding to work, man, boom, car accident. Big old truck just slammed into me, knocked me out, man. I remember just sitting there, man. I was crazy, man. It was like, phew. Next thing was a motorcycle accident. I bought this motorcycle because I was going through the storm, man. You know, it was crazy at work, man. My blood pressure was just out of whack, man. It was just crazy, man. I was going through it with my wife. My music career wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, man. And got this motorcycle on my way home from work the second day. Flipped it, rode it, you know, boom. Through the fire, through the limit, through the wall. It was crazy, Kanye West style, man. Then after that, man, I got caught with this joint, man. I thought, man, I was sitting in the back of that cruiser, man. I was like, look, God, is it over, man? Wow, it's crazy. But little did I know, man, I was just being drawn, you know. Instead of turning to other things, I should have turned to Christ. You know, but I didn't. I just kept on going, spiraling out of control, man. And, it was a Springfield Got Talent thing, man, and my cousin came to me. He was like, look, man, you need to go to this thing, man. You win this thing, John Legend's Dad's judging it, man. You can get this deal, you be on your way. But at the same time, there was this Christian couple retreat going on I was supposed to take my wife to. So, you know me, I mean, you can hear I was spiraling out of control. I chose the Springfield Got Talent over leading my wife to Christ. God wasn't honored with that. He wasn't happy with that at all, man. You know, because, oh yeah, I won accolades, paparazzi, newspaper press, trophies, money, boom. But when I came home, family was gone. Man, at that point, man, it was like rock bottom, you know. Custody of my 14-year-old son, man. He was in cahoots with her. It was spiraling out of control, man. It was betrayal to the highest, man. It was just like, man, you know, God knew what he was doing, you know. I ended up calling my baby mama, like, look, come and get this boy before I choke him. Spying on me, telling everything on me. She was in cahoots with me. I mean, it was crazy, man. They was both coming after me, taking me to court. But you know what? Through it all, man, God still gets the glory. Because then, my oldest son's mother, she gave me this CD, the J. Moss Project, man. And it ministered to me, man. I've been on this hardcore thing, you know, for like a week. You know, I was by myself, no kids. You know, I was running women. You know, it was crazy. You know, I was like thugging it, man. I was like, look, I'm gonna take my 401k. I'm investing in some underground businesses, hustle on the block, low key. Look, man, I'm going to just be a millionaire, big baller, shot caller. You know, that wasn't even a plan, because when I popped that J. Moss CD in there, man, it ministered to me, man. And for 2 weeks, man, I was just on my knees praying and fasting, just praying and fasting, praying and fasting. I said, God, if you just restore my family, man, I'll be a soldier on the front line.
That all things are possible with you in my life, you in my life.